whole playoff. The timing of this has to be impeccable.
Oladipo into the front court. He'll run the offense. Stuffs it down with authority.
Man, they are just continuing to pour it on. But the one thing we know about in this league, you have to make sure that you continue to play with energy because leads can evaporate quickly.
Oladipo to Brogdon. Knocked loose. Love the hustle. Sprawled down on the deck. And there's the whistle. Neither player giving up an inch. We have a tie-up. Well, as they get ready for the jump, someone's going to come away with the basketball. The screen sets him up for two.
Bread and butter. And there are few that can do it better off the screen.
Knocked loose. Nothing's going to stop him in pursuit of the basketball. 4-3. Had made his first three, but that shot off the mark.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Kawhi Leonard looking good. 4 for 5. They'll let one fly from half court. 3 quarters complete. The Bucks in command of this one. The Bucks to inbound to start this final quarter. You figured they certainly had the advantage coming into this one. Jay, that's how it's played out.
On paper, this wasn't set up to be much of a contest. If the crowd could have gotten into it early, maybe. But sometimes a team is so good that you never had a chance to even start.
Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way.
I tried to work the clock here, but you have to take care of the ball in this possession.
Indiana with the basketball. Knocked loose. Oh, Miles Turner. Better late than never. That was his first shot, and it goes down.
There's some players out there that like the freedom of space, and then we have the anomalies. We have the players who feel comfortable being uncomfortable. And almost the physicality of the game centers them and puts them right on balance every time.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
I remember my high school coach said one man can't beat 5. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
It's a turnover as they head the other way.
Let's just let the clock run out. We got to get out of here. I got a dinner to go to.
To Westbrook. Got it.
Why not? Russell Westbrook is the only guy stopping Russell Westbrook. And when he decides to put his head down and go to the rim, he's going to the rim. It's that easy.
To Jokic. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Nikola Jokic at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. A career 83% free throw shooter. Knocked loose. Pick up. Ball's loose. Look at him on the deck. Knocked loose. Bucks have it.
You got to go for the score here right now in this possession.
Using the post to his advantage there and the finish at the rim. At this point, they're twisting in the wind.
Were you looking for a response from me? Because I don't really know what else there is to even say. I mean, is this even a game? I mean, we should just start packing up and getting ready to go right now.
Leaves his man in the dust and finishes at the rim.
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
Nikola Jokic snatching it out of the air. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
That misses with 2 seconds to go. The Bucks claim victory. as they win this one in blowout fashion. That'll wrap things up for...
See y'all next time. Jalen Rose, signing out.
The NBA playoffs have arrived as we kick it off with Game 1 in the East, right here on EA Sports. From downtown Milwaukee, tonight, it's the hometown Milwaukee Bucks taking on the Washington Wizards. Along with Jay Williams, I'm Ed Cohen. Jay, we look at the Bucks coming into play. They've got home court advantage here to begin the playoffs. Crucial in a one-game series. The opening tip won by the Bucks as we get going at beautiful new Fiserv Forum in Milwaukee. His first effort off the mark, on the follow, way to stay with it.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Wizards at the controls. Beal matched up with Harden. Lets it fly from beyond the arc, and James Harden, not sure why he was so wide open there. The challenge defending a guy who can be a 1 or a 2.
We're not old men talking about this game. We don't define players by positions anymore. Is he a 1 or is he a 2? No, he's James Harden. He is a scorer and an elite passer.
Wall into the front court, just getting going here in Game 1. Knocked loose, picked up by the Bucks.
Now push it. Let's attack in transition so we can build this lead.
It's no good. Shots not going down. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Into the front court comes Wall. A minute gone by here in the opening quarter. Oh, I missed a short one there. To Harden. Screen coming. And stuffs it home. Safe to say, notice has been served.
Sometimes things go good. Other times, things go great. Everything going that team's way right now.
Whistle stops play. Timeout for Washington as they'll go over some tactics now in this first quarter of play. Knocked loose, and they pounce. Has a chance. Add 2 points to the board.
This has been a good first quarter for him so far. That wasn't an easy shot, but he was able to knock it down and add to their lead.
Washington basketball. Wall to Beal. Knocked loose. Bucks have it. Stuffs it down with authority. Deep three at the buzzer. We've reached the end of the first quarter here in Game 1. Jay and I are back after this. It's the NBA playoffs on EA Sports. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Knocked loose. Great hustle. That's what you like to see. Picked up by the Bucks.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Giannis Antetokounmpo. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
And Ed, when you have 7-footers roaming the perimeter who shoot over 40% from the three-point line, why take twos?
All 5 can shoot it at any given time. And he's fouled. He's going to the line for 2. Bradley Beal at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 79% at the line. No good on the second. It's a 1-of-2 trip. To Harden. 4-3. And James Harden knocks it down from 3.
It is extremely prevalent right now for three-point shooters because of the skill set at every position is that versatile. Even your 5s and 4s can knock down 3s at a high clip.
It's a world of great three-point shooters and great three-point shooting teams. Knocked loose. Love the hustle. Sprawled out on the deck. George. To Harden. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
James Harden trying to cash in on the three-point play. A career 85% free throw shooter. Free throws good as they continue to widen their lead. Bucks have it.
Keep your foot on the gas, but don't get too reckless.
Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid. He's 2 for 2 now.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
To Harden. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
It just seems like one of 3 things happen every time James Harden has the ball. Either he scores, he gets fouled, or he kicks it out to someone for a 3. Pick your poison.
Now the Wizards going to take the timeout as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. It's a turnover as they head the other way. Slam dunk. This is becoming a runaway.
They're getting to the rim at will, probably because we're watching Matador defense. You probably want to get in the way of your defender if they keep trying to attack the rim.
Beal, tough matchup against George. And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Fires the 3, knocks it down. Defender has to get there next time.
The transition three-point shot is one of the most difficult shots to actually defend. it's natural for the defense to automatically run back and protect the paint. But these days, people say, why settle for a three? Why not? Especially when you can shoot the ball at that kind of clip.
It's halftime here in Game 1. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports.
Back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
Wall across the timeline. Down a bundle. It's Washington with the basketball. Knocked loose. Picked up by the Bucks.
Maybe pace it right here. They got a big lead at home.
And a rim rocker. Joel Embiid.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Knocked loose. And count the basket.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Embiid. Not that time. Kicks it around the perimeter. And he scores. Jay, how do you stop that?
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Wall with it up top. His guys down big. Slams it down. Big finish for Joel Embiid.
Man, they are just continuing to pour it on. But the one thing we know about in this league, you have to make sure that you continue to play with energy because leads can evaporate quickly.
Knocked loose. It's Embiid. No good.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Bradley Beal. Small sample size, but making the most of it. He's 1 for 2.
I hear so many players talk about, oh, my skill set is this or my skill set is that. How about your skill set is your effort on the defensive end? That's something we don't talk about as much as we need to.
Joel Embiid. From the outside, no good.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
Doesn't get the bounce. That ends the third quarter. The Bucks in control so far. The Bucks to inbound to start this final quarter. And it might be time to empty the bench, Jay. This game appears to be well in hand.
And their starting five has certainly earned the fourth quarter off. They've been terrific this ball game. And this is the type of game where you find a chance to relax. You ice up, you watch your other teammates play, you applaud them, and you get ready for the next game.
Wizards have it. He's looking for that touch.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
Screen coming to Adetokunbo. Add 2 more points. The defense had him, but the good shooters find a way.
Old school equals high percentage.
Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way.
Can the offense just run some clock here? I've seen enough.
Into the front court. It's Wall. Looking to make something happen. Beal against Harden. Knocked loose. Beal. Bradley Beal. Consistent effort. He's at 50%.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Harden sizing up Beal. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
This is why I go back into player mode. If the dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
Milwaukee with the basketball. Harden. I don't know, Jay. They have a big lead. This game is just about over. He might not make many friends on the other side with that three.
Oh, I don't want to hear that generic coaching speak about dwindle down the shot clock, use the clock is your friend. No, if you have a chance to beat him by 50, beat him by 50. If you want to beat him by 100, keep shooting more threes.
Wall into the front court. He'll run the offense. Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. That's off the side of the rim, no good. Here comes the screen. The Bucks claim it. How about that? A three at the buzzer. That's going to bring some icy stares from the other bench.
That does it for us. On behalf of the rest of the crew, good night.
The second round of the NBA playoffs is upon us as we get ready for Game 1 of the Eastern Conference semifinals. From downtown Milwaukee, tonight, it's the hometown Milwaukee Bucks getting set to take on the four-time defending Eastern Conference champs, the Cleveland Cavaliers. The opening tip won by the Bucks as we get going at beautiful new Fiserv Forum in Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo, that's the start they were looking for just as the fans were getting seated.
And I love that aggression. Stylistically, you have to come out and dictate the tempo of the ball game. Don't ease your way into it. Keep your foot on the gas.
Joel Embiid able to recover with the block. Bucks at the controls. Here comes the screen. From long range. Second effort. John Henson sends it away. They've got it in the open floor. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Not a Ferrari, definitely not a Lambo, but hey, get you from point A to point B.
Here comes the screen. Antetokounmpo to Embiid. Turns and slams it down.
That probably won't be the last time we see a dunk from him tonight. Maybe sometimes you should send a message. Give him a hard foul. Don't let it be so easy.
Stuffs it down with authority.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Bucks have it.
Now push it. Let's attack and transition so we can build this lead.
Jay, another one goes down. They're right where they want to be.
Exactly. Next play, you have to turn around defensively and get in the stance and actually keep that same kind of tempo.
James Harden swats it.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Here comes the screen. Embiid. Why even try that time?
I'm going to start calling him the windshield wiper, just erasing all the mistakes.
Embiid. Deep two there. Won't go.
You see, this is something that everybody has, but some people choose to use it or not. I'm glad you choose to use effort on getting around those screens.
They'll let one fly from half court. We've reached the end of the first quarter here in Game 1. Back with more after this. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Cavaliers with the basketball, picked up by the Bucks.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
James Harden, 3 for 3 in this first half.
And Ed, when you have 7-footers roaming the perimeter who shoot over 40% from the three-point line, why take twos?
All 5 can shoot it at any given time. Here comes the screen. The screen sets him up for 2. The challenge defending a guy who can be a 1 or a 2.
We're not old men talking about this game. We don't define players by positions anymore. Is he a 1 or is he a 2? No, he's James Harden. He is a scorer and an elite passer.
Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. Knocked loose. Evans. To Love. Bucks have it.
Keep your foot on the gas, but don't get too reckless.
And he throws it down. Nuclear from Blake Griffin.
You know, Ed, the effort is what concerns me the most. Effort is replenishable. If you're tired, raise your hand, check yourself out. Get somebody who actually wants to get back in transition and play some defense. That will help your team win the game, not you just staying in the game to be better on offense.
Shot from in close, no good. Conley into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. To Durant. Kevin Durant. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Knocked loose. Picked up by the Bucks. Butler. So the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for 3.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
Cavs at the controls. Knocked loose. Bucks have it. Turns, hops, and finishes. The abuse at the rim for Blake Griffin. Just inside the arc. At the buzzer. Not that time. It's halftime here in Game 1. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports Halftime Report. First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. Picked up by the Bucks.
Maybe pace it right here. They got a big lead at home.
Yeah, Mike Conley, no one in his zip code, takes advantage for 3.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start jogging back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
Driving right to the basket. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
I don't know what the defender was doing there, but count the points.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Oh, look out. Blake Griffin. Very efficient and making an impact. He's 3 for 3.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Knocked loose. KD with the rock. Here's a chance from long range. That's a dangerous spot. Kevin Durant wide open. He nails it.
You can forget about it when he uses that 7'5" wingspan to attack the bucket.
Evans driving to the basket, but his shot won't go.
Sometimes in this game, the shots don't fall. You have to get yourself to the next play, though. That's the most important thing.
That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket. Kevin Durant, dynamic once again.
And giving it to you any way you want it. On the block, from the perimeter, mouse in the house, whatever the scenario is, Kevin Durant has an answer.
And now he's going to shoot a few more as he's fouled going up for it.
Sometimes when you get up big, you get a little careless. But attention to detail through the end, that's how you avoid unnecessary fouls.
Tyreke Evans, a couple of free throws on the way. Shoots it at 75% for his career. Can't connect on the second, and he splits the pair. To Conley. Butler. Jimmy Butler, not a busy night, but effective. 2 for 2.
Ooh, welcome to the new reality. Positionless basketball. Bigs are now PGs with the ability to drain threes.
Ball's tied up. Neither player wants to give it up. They're set to jump it up to see who gets possession. Conley gets it to go. The coach cannot be happy with that closeout.
Well, they're shooting the ball at an amazing clip. And when they shoot the ball this well, they're essentially unguardable. And Ed, let me tell you what that does for the team. It eventually opens up space to put the ball down on the ground and get to the rim. That's how critical the three-point shot is.
Giannis Antetokounmpo. Huge block. Deep three at the buzzer. Third quarter comes to an end. The Bucks in control so far. The Bucks to inbound to start this final quarter. You figured they certainly had the advantage coming into this one. Jay, that's how it's played out.
On paper, this wasn't set up to be much of a contest. If the crowd could have gotten into it early, maybe. But sometimes a team is so good that you never had a chance to even start.
Knocked loose. Bucks have it.
Let's just let the clock run out. We got to get out of here. I got a dinner to go to.
How's this for a hot start? He's 5 of 5 from three-point range.
And I get mesmerized every time I watch him shoot. Great release, up and down, comes down in the same spot every time.
And Mike Conley gets the three to drop.
This is a game of waves. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
And he scores. Yeah, he took a big step, but they'll count the bucket.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Here comes the screen. Butler to Conley. Yes, and a foul. They'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number one, create contact, and number two, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive